Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
Excuse me. Yeah. Nah, I'm just looking for something to go through.
Welcome back. Today we are reviewing the new Broly movie, the fourth Broly movie.
Oh yeah.
The canon Broly movie.
Is it really?
This is canon. Yeah. The other ones weren't canon. Yeah.
This one's actually canon. So everything that's gone inside it is canon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, where's my hentai?
I don't know.
So I was very hyped for this movie, right?
I think everybody was, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was hyped with the first poster when it showed, the first, you know how, the style that they used, the art style that they used, like a very end of Dragon Ball art style, which I was like, oh, no, that's nice, it's fresh. You know, the animation was stunning, you know. The CG wasn't as horrible as Battle of the Gods CG, because that was some hot, PS3 garbage, you know. And here it was like a PS4 indie game with the CG.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, I felt like it was fine. So yeah. And then I was like, okay, yeah, Bardock's in this movie, and Gogeta showed up in this movie, right?
I kept hearing it to the right, and you just go like really quietly, like.
Yo, okay.
So I was
multiple times
before this movie even came out, right? When we first saw Bardock, right? Bardock's my boy. It's my fucking boy, right? How they gonna do him dirty like that in this goddamn movie?
They didn't even turn him into a fucking shit, man.
Well, so this is based off the if you buy the volume for Jackal the Patrolman, there's a short story at the end called Dragon Ball Minus. I think that's what it's called. Which is interesting because Dragon Ball Minus was some fanfic from Toyotaro, right? The guy that drew Dragon Ball AF, who draws Dragon Ball Super, right? So you see how I'm connecting all this shit?
Yeah.
You know, it's very interesting that it's called Dragon Ball Minus or whatever. But they just Toriyama just rewrote Bardock and just made him fucking horrible.
It was bad.
He gave him the generic armor, which I'm like, nah, he needs his cool armor.
Where's his headband?
Which I'm very glad they kept in the fucking fighters, because if that was, yeah. But no, they changed the origin. I mean, sure, we get Goku's mother, which is fine, you know, sure. Yeah. But just everything else, I'm like, this isn't Bardock, man. You know, I was fucking pissed every time. I was like, nope, that's Bardock's voice. Yep, that's just not Bardock, man. That's just.
The shallow man.
That was the main thing I was pissed off in this movie was Bardock, because I was like, come on,
Chaddock.
He was a Chad, and then fucking now look at him.
Damn.
Soydock over here, man.
That shit was rough, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, that was hard to watch.
Yeah, so this was a bad movie.
It was some
hot garbage, dude. Some straight dookie.
God, it was
like
okay. I think we said this in the car. Like, comedy and Dragon Ball go really well. Just Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's not fucking Z, not Super. Like, it's just
look. I get it. That's Toriyama's Playhouse. Dr. Slump. That's all it was. Dragon Ball. That's all it was. Mm-hmm. You know. But Dragon Ball is different, though. It's a different beast. You know,
it wasn't Dragon Ball Broly. It was Dragon Ball Super Broly, and that's a huge
difference. Like when Dragon Ball Super was coming out, right? New anime, and it's like, oh hey, look, we're not stuck in the 90s anymore. We can actually get quality HD animation, and I was like, I don't want that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what do I think of Dragon Ball Z? Dragon, rock the fucking fucking Toonami shit. Right, the best of Dragon Ball Z Volume 1. I listened to that shit at the gym. Man, like, that's Dragon Ball Z. Not fucking Chala, hey Chala. You know what I'm saying?
I know you like man.
We'll get to that, man. We'll fucking get to that.
Oh my god. No, this is, we brought it up. Okay, just the fucking background music. Like, I swear I heard Mortal Kombat at least 5 times. Like, in the fight. It was rough. The like heavy guitar riff, it's just like.
I thought I was tripping Because, like, I was listening and I was like, I look at Jerry and I'm like, what the fuck's like, they're saying fucking Broly. And I was like, what is this, like a wrestling movie? Like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, dude, what is happening? And then Gogeta. And I was like, yo. Oh, man. And it's like, well, like, the fight was great, but I was so distracted when I just heard Cheetah. I'm like, what is that?
Dude, to me, it broke concentration.
I know.
Because I'm like, oh, that's dope. And then all I hear is the chanting in the back. I'm like, man, stop. I'm trying to watch a movie. It's like you're trying to tell the guy next to you to stop talking during the movie. That's how it felt with that fucking chant in the back.
So a lot of high praise for this movie does come from the animation. And yes, the animation's very good.
The animation was good. Crisp.
You know? I liked it. Colors were great. I think the art design was perfect. Frieza looked fucking crazy. You know, he looked amazing.
A little short.
Oh my god.
That was good in the movie. Broly's redesign is really good.
It's really solid.
Dude, I was like, he kept telling Jerry, I'm like, dude, that's a fucking Chad. You see how buff he is? Holy shit. Dude, you know? Like, we just saw a bridge Broly, and I was like, yeah, he's big there, but in this one, I'm like, now he feels like, what's up, bro? You gonna get that? You gonna lift that? Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
No, he's like, hey, fool, you wanna go bodies?
No, like, he was like, even when he's just chilling, like, he's big. Like, that's some big energy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Big Chungus energy.
Big Chungus energy. But that's all I liked. That's all I liked in this movie.
Yeah, the animation.
Well, I mean Vegeta or Gogeta. Was great.
Gogeta was really good when he finally came out. It was nice.
Everything else. Oh, and of course the waifu.
Oh, freaking!
Oh
Jirai.
my god!
Jeez, like Toriyama knows what he likes, man.
I'm asking the same question, bro. Where's my hentai?
There's
after that movie.
Dude,
that's
hey,
the first thing on my mind.
Dude, I want to find this. Where's that image you showed me? Yo. But it was Facebook friendly, so like you just saw her cut out, and I'm like, you could guess the rest.
I did like all the new characters. They were all pretty cool, except for Best Wife.
Yeah. So
there was so much specification on every single time she came on the screen.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
a lot of assets to say the least.
This is a lot. This is a lot to take in right now, you know, because Super never really went anywhere near that, you know. And like there wasn't a lot of female characters in Super, but
still they
could have. But I was like,
what were you saying about big old monkey dick in the theater?
Whoa. Oh man, I was memeing hard in the theater, dude.
Hilarious, dude.
I was fucking. That shit was funny.
Yeah, I'd be dying in there.
I'm telling you, man, Broly wasn't looking at that chocolate bar in that spaceship, bro.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
He was like, "Yo, that's a woman."
It's like Tarzan looking at Jane.
For real.
I can just only think of when you reference Seth Rogen's podcast.
Oh man,
fucking,
you guys should listen to. It's called Strange Times by Joe Rogan. It's on Netflix. Shit's hilarious, man. There's a bit where he talks about like instincts. You know, like how does my house cat who's never left outside knows it has to go murder that squirrel. And then there's a bit after that about instinct, and that's just in the Broly movie. Every time I see it, I'm like, yo, he's got that big energy.
That's literally the Broly movie.
Yeah. But memes aside, God, yeah, man, the humor just kills it for me.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Bulma, why did you gather the Dragon Balls?
I want to look 5 years younger.
What?
I feel like that movie was made to be memed out of.
Okay, see, that line, I was like, that's fine. Sure, it's Bulma. And then we get Frieza. And see, and I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute, the last movie was Resurrection of F, where Frieza's soldiers got the Dragon Balls and wished Frieza back to life.
Mm-hmm.
They're just doing it again, but it's with Frieza, and he wants the Dragon Balls. And they're like, what do you want, Frieza? Well, you guys can guess. Oh, do you want your immortal body that you wanted before? No.
Do you want to live forever?
Do you want to... Oh, no, do you not want to feel pain? No. Oh, I know. You want to be taller. Yes. I thought he was joking.
I don't think me too.
I thought he was joking. right? Because I was just thinking of like, how's Broly fit in all this fucking plot, right? And I was like, oh, I know what Frieza's gonna do. He's gonna wish for the strongest being in the universe to show up to fight Goku and Vegeta, and it would be Broly, you know? Because Shenron can do that, no problem.
Transform.
Yeah, and then when he said, no, I want to be 5 centimeters taller, because anything higher would be too noticeable.
How
and I was
turn
like,
5 centimeters per second real quick?
No, I was like, this is Frieza.
It's bad, man.
This is fucking Frieza. Like, he was a savage in Super during the Tournament of Power. You know?
All that character development, for me, just dropped for Frieza.
He doesn't want to wear stilettos anymore. Like, I get it, man. You know? He's tired of working out those calves.
They tried to freaking, like provide an explanation. It's like, why don't you just turn to your second form? And he's like, shut up, that's why.
I want to be in my original form. It's like,
God, dude.
But isn't his original form...
His original form's his first form.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
which is not his final form.
His normal form, it says right now, is his final form.
Well, you know, I always thought was funny with Golden Frieza?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what about Cooler? Like, he made a 6th form. That shit don't count. Like, like what's happening, you know? But yeah, this plot was just...
Hot
everywhere.
garbage.
Just hot garbage. I didn't like what they did with King Vegeta.
No,
either. I didn't like the way he carried himself as a character. It felt so weird. Oh, the whole retcon with Saiyans really turned me off. Like, they live in huts, you know? There's like skinny Saiyans. They're not all warriors. And I was thinking back to the... fuck, what movie was it?
The Bardock movie?
It was either the Bardock movie or it was in the anime. When when Raditz was explaining the Saiyans or something, right? And it shows like the first like generation of Saiyans, you know, and how like fucking like they look. And I'm like, yeah, sure, it's part of its time, but still, like those are Saiyans. And now look at them, I'm like, bro, that's Dave down the street, man. You know, like what are you guys doing to these Saiyans? I was just like that one Saiyan that
they went for the whole
killed.
JoJo look.
Bro, Saiyans are fucking parts 1 through 3, not 8.
Yeah,
you know. The one Paragus killed, he's like, I'm not even a warrior Saiyan. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, the retcon of the Saiyans, I can't.
That was hard.
I think at that point I realized what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
And I really had wished I went on Tuesday when it was $5 instead of $12.
Yeah, they didn't have on Tuesday. That's the only thing. Yeah.
No, but I'm telling this for the people that listen to it. Go on a Tuesday when it's $5.
But yeah, no, that... It's just
I have to look at both of these guys next to me like, this is the movie?
Dude, when Toriyama comes back to write Dragon Ball, he's just pulling shit out of his ass. He had an interview once where it was like, what's Mr. Satan's first name? You know? Mm-hmm. It's not Hercule. I think he said it was Mark. Or some dumb shit. And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, he just pulled shit out of his ass. Like, oh man. It's bad. Like this is like just pure Toriyama, like retelling of just hot garbage, man. You know, I don't know how many times I've said it already.
No, really hot garbage though, man. Like you can't stress it enough.
I still can't comprehend what we had watched. That shit was
honestly what I really want is a mix of the old movie and this movie. You know. Take pieces from both, you could get a solid movie.
Get a pretty good one, yeah.
Like
I can see it happen.
Like Broly fighting, I was like, yeah, this is cool stuff. But then I thought about it, I'm like, Broly has no motive.
No, he doesn't.
No, I'm just fighting because my dad said to.
He's just big angry.
Yeah,
that's it.
And that's it. You know, even when Paragus gets killed by Frieza, which I thought I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Frieza dick move, but and then Frieza like says that weird ass line, and I'm like, that's totally out of character, Frieza.
Yeah.
You know, and that's when I was like, okay. And then, yeah, he gets pissed because of that. And then that's why he gets stronger, finally goes Legendary Super Saiyan. But, yeah, I was just, why is Broly fighting? Just because his dad said so, you know? And the first half of this movie was just so slow. You know? Like, the intro, right? Explaining, like, the retelling of the origin of how, like, they casted out Broly. I was like, see, you should have just cut it there and then go straight into the rest of the movie. Instead of explaining, they have to go find him on the planet. We have to see him kill these alien monster things. We have to show the fucking Bardock origin for no... That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know? Why do we have to see the Frieza destroying the planet again? You know? That was a lot of wasted time.
Just hot garbage. Dude.
Hot garbage. Well, even the stuff where they're trying to humanize Broly in the beginning on Frieza's ship was so fucking slow. Like, the pacing was slow. It was just weird. I'm like, okay, why are we trying to find a human side of Broly?
See,
you know?
Okay, like I said this in the car. What really got me was how they tried to make Broly this like really nice, sensitive person, where he's explaining the fucking sash on his waist. I was like, okay, I get it, I understand, but come on, man. Like I said, I was like, is this? Am I watching Luffy go through the fucking 2-year arc on Maiden Island? Like it.
What the? That was the point.
And see, the interesting thing is, since this is canon, right, to Super, that means, what's her name? It's not Kefla, it's the other one.
Khalifa. No, Kale.
Kale. Is it Kale? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kale, she's the first legendary Super Saiyan that Goku and Vegeta see. And, what Vegeta...
It would have been nice to reference her in the fight, since it is Super.
Yeah, because they dropped Tournament of Power, which I thought it's funny because I don't think the dub's even there yet on Toonami. When it got announced, it's like, bro, we're not even there yet. Like, we're barely in Goku Black, you know? But yeah, in the line where he's like, have you ever seen a Saiyan like this before? No. And it's like, bro, like, your fucking apprentice told you in the Tournament of Power, bro. Like, newbies aren't watching this movie, you know? So, there's that. And, yeah, so anyways, the Dragon Ball Super logic is legendary Super Saiyans, they just go berserk, and their power just keeps expanding until they blow up because they can't control it. I'm like, that sounds like what Broly should have done, but that's not what happened. So, yeah, I don't know.
Hot garbage, man.
Oh man, and the ending was just.
Oh my god, the ending was so frustrating.
I'm not gonna lie, I was getting sleepy, so I was closing my eyes a little bit during the fight, and the next thing I just opened my eyes, and then the waifu, what's her name again? Jiraiya. Fucking.
She's got assets. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, she asked Shenron to send Broly back to where he was from, and so in the middle of the fight, he just gets teleported, and that's it. I was like, what? What are we doing? Hold up, you know, like what the hell's going on? And then that just kind of it's over. I was like, well, yo, like, okay, you don't want to kill off Broly, or we're gonna use him for later? I fucking doubt it. You know, like what purpose? And then at the end, it's just like, oh. And then at the end, I was like, see, oh, this is what they're doing. This is fucking stupid. Where Goku goes and he's like, yeah, I want to be friends. I want to train him, you know, fight with him. And I'm like, what? Like, this is so left field. Yep. You know, I thought they were going to kill Broly.
See, my whole thing is that, at least in my logic, the legendary Super Saiyan is the strongest being in the whole universe, probably besides the God Destruction, right? Yeah. So even if they were to befriend Broly, and there's a new shot that comes into fucking town, right? It's a new fucking cat that's like, hey, now I'm the type of shit around. Is Broly really going to control all that fucking anger?
Well, that's why he trains. That's why he's going to train with Goku, you know?
I don't know. That's all, but it's like we just said, the whole point of Legendary Super Saiyan is they just go berserk.
Does that mean there's going to be another fucking movie?
I don't know. See, I like that part in the movie when Goku's fighting him. I think Goku went blue already? Or he went God before, right?
No,
before
when he froze him, you talking about?
No, before Frieza killed Paragus. I think he was God. He was just in God mode, I think, right?
And he was talking to him, right?
Yeah. So they were fighting in the background, and Paragus was like, "Yeah, I think this is Broly's limit." And then Frieza remembers how to trigger Saiyans, so that's why he killed Paragus. I like that touch to it, you know. That's why he got stronger, and then he got to go. Man, I kind of liked the way Goku transformed into Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh yeah,
that
was
nice. It's interesting, right? Because, like I said, newbies aren't watching this, but that felt like it was for people who don't know what Super Saiyan Blue is.
Yep.
You know, which doesn't make sense because even if they only watched the movies, they went blue in Resurrection of F, you know. But I liked it because it's just mirroring what Broly just did, you know, the very carnage, animalistic thing that Saiyans have. I like that little touch to it.
One thing I'm going to say, I said this for the trailer when it dropped.
Oh,
he went Ultra Instinct for a hot second. And at that moment, I'm like, come on, man.
He did. I saw that.
Well, dude, how come Vegeta didn't go Super Saiyan Blue Evolution or whatever the fuck they called it?
Right?
You know?
When he stepped out of the fight, I was like, come on, man. And when he came back in, I was like, okay.
I don't know what the fuck.
But what happened?
Oh, because they take turns. That's the whole fucking new thing with Goku and Vegeta. They're just training to get stronger, and they're just going to take turns fighting strong enemies. And that's pretty much it, because that's all Toriyama could think of, you know. So theory time, real quick.
Hey, dude, the theory you had earlier, that one was pretty
solid. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, because Jerry didn't watch the Broly Abridged movie from Team 4-Star.
Yep.
So I'm like, yo, let's just watch this, right? While we eat.
Great idea.
And then it fucking clicked in my head when Goku started talking. I was like, holy shit, dude. Toriyama probably saw this, and he was like, this is what people like for Goku. Just some dumb guy who likes to fight. That's how I'm going to write him. And that's literally how Goku's been since Super. And it just pisses me off so much that he's just this dumb character now. You know? Like I said, man, that Frieza monologue he had, that was Goku. You know? And now he's just like, I just like to fight. You know? Like, Jesus Christ, man. It's crazy. And especially the fucking Broly song that they have in Abridged. And I'm like, dude, that's just the fucking song they had in the final act. Like, that's crazy.
Dude, I really feel like the new Super movie, the Broly one, is a rinse and repeat, throwing in like the waifu of the abridged Broly movie.
Yeah, I mean,
because how many times did they reference? Oh, he has a lot of energy. He has a lot of energy. Like, hey, what's your power level? That was the whole fucking point of why Broly was sent away in the origin story.
Yep.
Yeah, in both, because I think in the first one it was like, oh, he had a power level of 10k as an infant, and so King Vegeta feared that and wanted to execute him, right? And yeah, those shots of King Vegeta, right? That was very short. There was just that one scene, and he was like, oh yeah, that's King Vegeta. Here I'm like, who is this? This isn't King Vegeta.
What about,
you know? Even the way he talked, like, I know it's Christopher Sabat doing the voice.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, it sounds like you're not even really trying to sound like a king, you know? Yo, but tell me, why did King Cold look so jacked?
Oh yeah, he did.
Man, I was like, yo. When I saw his legs, I was like, how much you squat? Jesus Christ.
This again, I say this movie was made to be memed out of.
Dude, it's so many memes.
Fucking Vegeta and Raditz when we were little.
You know, so when I saw them as kids, and I was like, yo, I wonder what Raditz's hair is gonna look like, right? Because like I said, who's drawing Dragon Ball Super? It's Toyotaro, right? He drew Dragon Ball AF, he drew Dragon Ball Minus, and he did a Raditz side story, right? And his hair's a little bit different. It's long, but he has like some long bangs coming down. And I was wondering if they were gonna do that here. They didn't. But that would have been interesting to see.
That would have been a nice touch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other than that, like...
hot garbage.
Yeah. Animation's great, but everything else was just... I didn't like it, you know?
No. I think I expected too much.
Yeah.
I did too, yeah. Because I was like, man, Broly looks so sick. The animation's great. Oh, this is gonna be so good, and then it's just fucking
hot garbage.
Even if my expectations were low,
yeah,
I would have been like, "Yep,
this is still
hot garbage." You know, like that's what I would have said regardless, you know, of my expectations. But man, such a letdown.
Yeah,
man.
Gosh. So much build up for just like it's like getting blue balls.
Well, I mean, the main thing that bothers me is that like. Broly's gonna be friends now with these guys. Like, I'd rather just read Dragon Ball AF.
I'd rather watch Broly.
Honestly, like Dragon Ball AF was going places, man.
Was it really?
It was like that was like early internet, you know, in a sense. Like, what was that, like 2008? Mm-hmm. You know, like that's when like they were just posting on forums. So there's a lot of like chapters out of place, and then, like I've only seen pages, and it was just like, to summon Goku back, right? Because this is post GT, right? He's fused with Shenron, so they need to get the Dragon Balls and infuse Saiyan energy, right? Oh, but there's only 6 Saiyans. We need a 7th one, so they summon another Shenron to bring Broly back. So Broly got brought back from the dead because he died on Earth. So they had to go find him, and I think the next page was Goku's son, Goku's clone, Igzor, right, showed up, and like they were gonna fight.
What is this Kingdom Hearts thing?
I know,
dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it is. And no, you want to know his origin? His origin is his mother is a Supreme Kai that was thought to be dead, right, when Buu attacked. But she survived, and she married King Cole and had Frieza. So it's Frieza's mom. And then when Frieza got defeated, she was like, who defeated my son? And it's like, oh, this is Goku did. She's like, okay, I'm going to find this Goku. And then so she stole his DNA and then gave birth to Igzor.
Literally Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then Ventus showed up.
So Igzor is the Vanitas of Goku.
Oh my god.
I would have rather have read that than watch this movie.
Yeah, I know, dude.
All in all, good animation, but go on a Tuesday when it's $5.
Yeah. And then Piccolo was there.
Oh,
and I'm like, I get it, everybody loves Piccolo, but like he had no room in this movie, dude.
He even says he doesn't have any point in the...
He's like, Goku's like, yeah, we might need your help for what, bro? For what? Like, oh man.
That was fucking... That was such a trip, man. Oh, man.
I'm looking forward to see how they plan this out with Broly later on.
Okay, so if you don't... I'm caught up to the manga for Super. And then when the Tournament of Power ended, I'm like, I wonder what they're going to do. There was an epilogue explaining like what happened after. And then there was like, I think just one panel of them fighting Broly. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I read the latest chapter, and they were talking to some patrolmen because they're like, there's like this ancient evil that the Supreme Kais fought like 10 million years ago. This goat guy, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this shit they're pulling out of their ass, right? and so the Galactic Patrol was just like, oh yeah, we're trying to find strong people to help us fight. And Goku's like, yeah, we just fought some really strong people. Turns out they were Saiyans too. And I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, it is canon to the manga. Okay. I mean, whether or not it's going to be animated, like this new arc for Super, we don't know. So there was that, yeah. But other than that, just stick to the first 2 Broly movies, in my opinion. You know,
and watch the abridged versions too.
I've watched the abridged for the first Broly movie. Your hair is lavender, but it smells like strawberries.
Princess Trunks.
That's hot.
That's hot.
Goku, get me off this planet right now.
Come on, play back.
Oh, let me lick the boot.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's a little too scary how the Gogeta and Broly songs sound just like the ending song for the Broly Abridged.
It was just a rinse and
Power level maximum!
Maximum mirror!
See, I'm telling you, when we watch the movie again and we look at the credits, we gotta see if the song matches up. Because if it does, we call it right here, right now. What day is it? January 21st, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. We called it right here.
Oh my god.
And see, it's sad, man, because the last animated movie I saw was My Hero, the My Hero movie. And it has the same problems. It's an anime movie. You know, the way it's structured is like, well, we have to introduce the cast. We have to explain why they're here. And then we could finally get into the plot. The plot's just very predictable. And then you get into the nice action scenes, you know. But that movie's way more enjoyable than what we fucking got with Broly. Let me tell you. And that movie, the My Hero movie, it starts off with just clips from the anime. you know, and it's just like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's still a better movie though,
man.
And especially because that movie's also canon, so yeah. Oh, Jesus.
2 words. Hot garbage.
Hot garbage. Well, that's all I have to say.
I have one more thing. Big Chungus makes an appearance in the movie, and he's fucking great when he comes out.
Oh man, we were memeing. Oh, I think we were memeing a little too hard, man. I was laughing more than I should have, honestly.
No. That shit was a comedy. I don't care what you say.
Dude, that shit had me dying. Oh yeah, and then I forget. You know, at the end of the movie, we have Goku talking to Broly about being friends, training, and all this, having a good, happy ending. And then we see Frieza starting a war on some planet. And I'm like, yo, y'all just let Frieza go? You know, especially when Vegeta's like, I told you, like why did you, like, let him come back to life or whatever? And it's like, oh, yeah, you're right. You know? And especially because in Resurrection of F, you know, Vegeta taught Goku, like, no, we should just kill him.
Exactly.
You know? Uh-huh. And that's what they did. They fucking killed him.
That shit smelled. It was so bad, man.
Like some hot garbage.
That's some fucking disgusting shit, dude.
I'm glad we were baked.
I'm glad we were so baked.
And dude, like,
I'm glad I went in there.
The trailers really hyped me up, man. Like
they did a good job of hyping
the scene when Broly went legendary, right, and his eyes like were glowing red, and he's rising out of that hole he made, and I was like, yo, this is it, man. This is what we fucking been waiting for. And then it's just gonna spit in my face like that. And a side note, I'm still disappointed we have not got any news about some goddamn DBZ skins for Dragon Ball Fighters. This was the perfect time.
They have Broly right in there?
Yeah, Broly's in the game.
You know, be a good skin for that? Hot garbage.
Some hot garbage. Oh, is there?
Then we bought some stinky ass garbage for $13.
Big upset, man.
We could have at least had a beer with that.
Big upset.
I don't know what was wrong with that.
I thought about getting up to go get a beer or something.
I know. I was like, I'm not missing anything. Just chill in the lobby real quick.
I should have just put on my Switch and started playing Smash.
And you know, here's another thing too, man. When they were fighting, Broly was just yelling the whole time. You know, like what was the whole point of trying to build up like his humane side of his character?
Exactly, and if he's just being a Neanderthal the entire time.
Yeah, you know, it's like I don't know.
I don't know where they were trying to go with him.
And see the other thing too, it's like they kept Broly like his anger in his character, but it's like why does he have this anger? You know, in the original movie, sure, it's because Goku cried a lot. Right, but it was also like, oh, the legendary Super Saiyan power. That's the side effect of having all that power corrupts you. You know, so that's why you're always angry. But he's just angry in this movie.
He has no motive. Like if his motive was that he's tired of fighting, but he's got to fight, I would get that.
Well, see, you know what I would like.
Trope I would totally accept it, but there was just nothing there.
Well, what I would have liked is Broly wanted to fight, right? Like maybe he was starting to enjoy the fight because, like they said in the movie, this is the first time he's fought anybody besides his father. But his father's too weak, so he can't really enjoy himself. Mm-hmm. You know, so maybe he's just having a fun time. Frieza still kills Paragus. That's when Broly snaps, and then he goes evil, right? Like the fucking scene in what we just saw when he transformed into legendary form. Yeah. Like, you know, we saw his face crack and stuff. That's fucking great. And then that's when he got like more evil. I would rather have that, so that way now he has a real motive to fight, right? Not only to avenge his father, but just to like he's being consumed by the power, you know. And then maybe I could appreciate the ending, right, where Goku tries to befriend him,
tries to help him learn how to
control the anger. Yeah.
But that was a complete Khalifa Kale moment at the end, because that's exactly what she tells her.
Oh, that's exactly what happens in Super. Yeah.
So I appreciate that, the little anecdote there. Damn.
My bad.
It's all good,
Pick it up right now. But that is. I think that is it. Yeah. I don't know.
That's it.
Hot garbage.
That's pretty much all that needs to be said.
Balm was in the movie because Balm was in the movie. Sure.
You get to see some ass.
Did you see all this?
So much. It's ridiculous.
Yo, but they had those fresh coats though.
Then Adidas tracksuits.
Broly, whack. His stance, whack. Way he rocks his hair, whack. Me, I'm Son Goku. I'm tight as fuck. Oh man, memes really do make movies a lot better.
They really do.
Oh man. But yeah, that's it. If you guys think we're wrong, if you guys think Broly's an amazing movie, let us know. Email us, unversedpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I might do one with Shelby on Marvel Talk soon, because I think he enjoyed the movie.
Oh my god! So hot garbage.
Oh, I'm not gonna let him know what I think until like we hit record. Yeah, because usually what we do on Marvel Talk is like, well, what do we want to talk first? What we like and what we hate? And I'm like, can I talk about what I like first? And he's like, sure. Okay, I like this, I like that. Okay, let me get into what I hate. Everything else.
Jesus, man.
Hold on, I want to double check because this is. Oh, you didn't post it on here. But yeah, that's unversedpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know. You can always follow us on social media at Unversed Podcast. And just look out for future episodes. We'll be dropping those. If you want, Adam, we could do some BFM podcasts.
Oh, dude, yeah, we will.
Because you gotta.
That'll be a special drop for the big chunk.
Because we gotta. Oh, I was talking about Trees Lounge, but
oh, dude, that too.
I know. You. I want to talk about that too,
dude. We got to drink for that one though because you just have to go along with the movie on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, just thanks for listening, everybody. Happy 2019. What? And go watch a better movie.
Yeah, man, go watch Broly Abridged.
God, it's on YouTube. It's only 30
It's the same plot structure.
I'm telling you, it's a rinse and repeat.
Oh.
He just forgot to wipe his ass at the end. That was it. He's like, well, I'm going to take this hot garbage shit with me. Put it into a movie.
Oh my god, man. Whoa, where are the suckers?
Everybody was.
Good old time of hot garbage.
That movie was some hot garbage.
Hey, smoke screen. My power level up, yeah. Smoke screen. Power level up. Power level up. My 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 power level up. She play with my balls like a dragon. They cook it and chop it and bag it. I might just go smoke on my budget. You trippin', we packing your luggage. But let me get back to the subject. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. Super Saiyan boy, super smoke off the Nimbus pack, blowing stupid smoke. My girl smart and got a stupid ass, so she half done from the waist down. Super Saiyan God, what you saying, bro? Make him pray to God, make him pray to God. Bet I'm calm, drop the spirit bomb in an impact like an atom bomb. This is Cell Saga, I'm like El Chopper, shoot a rocket launcher at your helicopter, sipping ghetto vodka with my damn crew. That's a man down in a sand dune. Instant transmission that you can't move, bust your back in half with my elbow drop. On my cell juniors, they go block a block. Under full moons, I'm vacant lots. Might take a spot, the boy super wavy. Need scuba gear to take a Uber here. Sell pop the 40, give him 2 for 80. It do appear he might lose an ear. I ain't losing shit, it's not a losing year. I'm just cruising here. Rings on, no fusion gear. That smoke screen is just too severe. My producer here like power level up. Power level up. My 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 power level up. She play with my balls like a dragon. They cook it and chop it and bag it. I might just go smoke on my budget. You trippin', we packing your luggage. But let me get back to the subject. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. My power level up. Devour runners up. Go ahead, wanna flex. I had to fuck him up. Batter number one, bet I'm number one. Hit him with the beam, that's the Gallagher gun. In my galaxy, out in Canada, all fatalities, add another one. My battery charging, I'm booming. You dabble, I handle my business. Only thing I could do, keep it moving. I was born stubborn as hell. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. These hoes can't be calling my cell. Goddamn, they can't ask me for nothing. For nothing at all, though. The bitch work it all, though. I'm a super villain, super chillin', all though. Run a spray 5, fuck a raw flow. Trapping off a planet Kai until I buy a car like King Kai's. Red hard top Chevy, pull up, give your hoe a high five. Power level up. Power level up. My 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 power level up. She play with my balls like a dragon. They cook it, they chop it, they bag it. I might just go smoke on my budget. You trippin', we packing your luggage. But let me get back to the subject. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. Goddamn, I made something for nothing. Goddamn, I made something for nothing.